I just finished watching Love in the Big City earlier today, and I need to talk about it because I feel like I'm going to die if I don't. Seriously, I feel like I'm going to die if I don't talk about it. If you don't know what Love in the Big City is, it's I don't know how to classify it. I guess it would count more like a BL. That's what people would like to classify it. But personally, I don't want to classify it as just a BL. I feel like it's too bland of a branding to just call it a BL. It's more of like a drama to me. It's just a drama. It just so happens that it's about dudes falling in love. It's not even about. I feel like it's kind of spoilers, but it's kind of spoiler to say it. But if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. It's a very splendid show. If you know what I mean. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, close this video and go watch it because it's really good. The only problem with the show is that it's very short. It's just 8 episodes long. 8 episodes short, I mean. And that's really the biggest problem for me with the show. It's too short. Yeah, go watch it because I'm going to be spoiling so much of it. I'm going to be spoiling the entire thing in this video because I just really need to talk about all the feelings that I feel in the show because it's too much. I feel like I'm going to die. Also, if you haven't watched the show and if you don't know what the show is, don't watch the trailer. I feel like the trailer for Love in the Big City makes it seem like it's a very lighthearted BL show drama, and with all the dudes being with the main character. I feel like the trailer makes it seem like it's so lighthearted and just it. Spoiler alert, it really isn't. The show is heavy. There's so much weight in I don't want to call it baggage because I feel like it feels like I'm describing it very negatively. It's more of like the show, there's so much weight in the show. There's so many things that the show talks about, and there's so many other things that happen in the show that's not just the love and the relationship between two guys. It's so much more than that. And I personally did not expect it to turn out like that because I went in to watch the show expecting just to have some, fun, chill time. I was expecting it to be just a chill, sweet, cute BL series, and holy shit, it did not. That was not what happened. Just go watch the show. It talks more than just the relationships between the two, the romantic relationship. That's what I'm trying to say. There's also other factors. The show is so much more leaning into realistic situations. It's not very hyper fantasy where everything just, like, it's just about the two couples being together and all, those kinds of shit. Just don't watch the trailer. Don't watch the trailer so that you don't expect the wrong thing with the trailer. Again, I just feel like the trailer is trying to make it seem like it's so lighthearted, and it's not. I hope when you watch the show, you're emotionally and mentally prepared because it's a lot. It's a lot. So many things happen in the show that I did not expect to happen. Like, I guess it's also because it's very short. So things end up feeling like it's happening so fast. Go watch it, bro. Okay, I'm now going to the spoiler territory. I feel like I've been spoiling the entire time, but I just really want to talk about the show itself, like the episodes, because I really feel like I'm going to die if I don't talk about it. Episode 1, or maybe we should just, because it was very obvious that the episodes go in pairs, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. 1 and 2, it was very good. I did not expect the direction of the show, because again, I entered it thinking that it was going to be gay. well, it is, but I was expecting it to just be about the dating part. But the first 2 episodes was very much more about the friendships that Go-young has with Semi, which I just find the first 2 episodes were so good. There's a lizard. I thought it was... Yeah, the first 2 episodes were really about relationships. Go-young's relationship with Go-young's the main character. Of course you know who... Like, Go-young's relationship with his friends, Semi, who he meets in college, in school, and his the princess friends. That was really what the first 2 episodes were about, and I really liked it. I liked how holy shit, I really like how they did it. I like how they presented and really focused on the friendships on the first 2 episodes. Or even though Namgyu, I think the splendid dude, Namgyu, was also part of it, but I feel like the attention was split between dissecting the friendships and his relationship with Namgyu. It was really good. Maybe I'm not expressing it enough, but I guess it was my second most favorite part of the show, the first 2 episodes. The 3rd and 4th episode, holy shit, bro. Holy shit. Ever since the start of episode 3 and Go-young met what was his name? Yunso? I don't even want to remember his name because I don't like him. The moment he entered the story, oh yeah, one thing that was even so shocking, because I did not expect the first dude, the splendid dude, Namgyu. I did not expect him to just die. Holy shit, I think that was the first surprise I had in the show, because I was thinking maybe he would just fade out. He would just fade out from the series and live his life and move on. I did not expect that that was the first surprise that I've had in the show. The show is such a roller coaster ride. Anyway, girl, it's literally evening and the chickens are still going at it. What's up with that? Back to the part where I was just so annoyed with the second dude, Yunso. I don't know if that's I don't want to remember his name. I don't want to remember his face, because the moment he entered the story, I just felt that I do not like this person. I don't like him. I've been so annoyed since episode 3, and then it slowly started to progress, and maybe we're kind of trying to peel off the onion and seeing his his inner self and his much more vulnerable self. And I guess they did a good job, because I consistently did not like him, but I did start to kind of open up to him when he started talking about himself, or started to show more about himself. But still, bro, the internal, I don't understand his character. I don't completely understand his character, if he is actually gay, or he likes men, or if he's just homophobic, or if he's just experimenting, or if he just wanted to fuck around with Go-young. I don't know. And I don't want to know, because I don't like him. Let's, proceed to episode 4. The 3rd and 4th episode, the entire time I was just The third and fourth episode, the entire time I was just, is this still recording? Because I'm not sure anymore. The third and fourth episode, the entire time I was just wondering, when is this arc going to end? When is this dude's part in the story going to end? Because I don't like him. I don't like how he treats Koo-young. It pisses me off that Koo-young keeps coming back to him. So annoying. This is how I feel about Yunso, about the second dude. Seriously, the entire time I was like, if I were to express it in Tagalog, it would be like, kuwang-kuwa niya talaga ang gigil ko. Seryoso, like, so annoying. The entire time I was just complaining, when is he going to leave the show? Because I still didn't get it that the show is kind of divided into pairs of episodes. So I was just, let me just shut up for a bit because the chickens have no chill. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, the entire time I was just, I'm so tired. I'm so tired of seeing this dude. I just want him to leave the story because the third and fourth episode was so stressful. It was so draining. I feel like a lot of people that watch the show also feel the same. The third and fourth episode was just so extremely draining, and I felt so bad for Koo-young, and at the same time so annoyed with him for staying with that dude. He makes me so mad. That's why at the end of the fourth episode, I was so glad that he was out. Okay, let me just talk about the part where I just did not like how he treated him, Koo-young. Especially the part where they were fighting and then they went back to his house and Koo-young was still mad, and then all of a sudden he just started kissing Koo-young. Like he just wants to fix it. He just wants to have sex. That pissed me off so much because it just felt like it just felt like it was so disrespectful, but Koo-young liked it anyway, so it's not like I can do anything about it. And now the dogs want to join in the fun. It's like I live in a farm, bro. Anyway, where was I? Oh, the part where I talk about was it the part where the last scene that they had together, the dinner part. Just thinking about it, just talking about it makes me so angry. It makes me so angry. Like, this dude invites Koo-young for dinner, for pasta, which Koo-young wanted to do, and then decides to break up with him. You know, he decides to break up with him. And you know what? The audacity of this dude, the audacity. Like, when he stood up to leave, I was so fucking annoyed because the audacity of you little he makes me so angry. Like, when he stood up and left, I was so glad that Koo-young stood up, followed him, and gave him the punch he deserved. Because I wanted to do that for him. He deserved that fucking punch. He makes me so angry. Episode 3 and episode 4 was so stressful, and I just wanted his arc to end. Although I will say, I guess the actor played the role really well, because right from the start I didn't like him. I kind of started liking him, and then he just got worse in episode 4. So I guess he did it really well, but I still don't like the character, and I was always just hoping that he would never appear, would never show up, and I would never hear from him ever again in the further episodes. Which he did still appear for a little bit in a dream, but the important thing is that episode 4 is over, and now the best episode in the show, and not the best episode, but the start of the best episode, which is episode 5, and then, leading to episode 6. It was such, I think they did it really well, because if they put Yunso further in the story, it would be too annoying. So I kind of understand that they put him early in the story so that they can recover like the feel good aspect of the story with episode 5 and episode 6, which was Gyuho. His name is Gyuho, right? He's literally it's so funny saying this now, because when I first saw like scenes, like cut scenes on TikTok, in my head I was like, he's not that cute though. But I take that back. Once I got to know his character, everything just changed. He is perfect. Gyuho is perfect. Everything. I feel like they wrote this character and they were just thinking like, let's make this character and let's make him perfect. Let's not give him any flaws. While I was watching the show, we got to meet Gyuho. I was thinking, what issue are they going to give him? Because Namgyu was kind of awkward. Yunso was so annoying. I don't want to think about him. And Gyuho, I was wondering what could be Gyuho's issue. And the writers were just like, no, let's not give him any issue. Let's make him perfect. Let's make Goyong the problem this time. The chickens are so loud that I can't think. Yeah, I think I was just talking about how much I really, really like Gyuho. He was so... I just remembered. Now I remember what I was thinking. Episode 5 and 6 were really good. It was very stress relieving. But of course, it can't end happy like that. They had to drop some big news, some big problem in the story that I personally was not expecting. I did not expect that to happen when Goyong revealed that he has HIV. In my head, I'm just like, why? Why does there have to be another problem? Why does there have to be another problem? But it also led to such... Oh wait, no. It led to such a wonderful moment where it did kind of end up the way I expected it to be, because I was expecting him to just accept Gyuho as he is, and he would just chase after him, and which is what happened. And I'm just thinking about that scene. So cute. Gyuho is so cute when he hugged him and he started crying. Like, he's literally so perfect. He is perfect. Yeah, I wanted to go back to the scene where it's not like the first time they met, the train scene where they said their goodbyes. Gyuho went to the train and Goyong went his own way, and then Goyong went back, and then it was kind of predictable. I was kind of expecting it that Gyuho would also come back, but seeing it happen, like, it was so cute. They were so cute. They're so perfect for each other, and Gyuho is just perfect. He is perfect. Yeah, I think that this scene went by so fast because it was 2 episodes, and in 2 episodes, I feel like they tried to explore 3 years of their relationship, so it felt like the story was moving too fast. It's like they want the story to end so fast, like, why can't you just extend it to 12 episodes or something? And then it eventually comes to... And after all the good things that happen in episode 5 and 6, it leads to the problem where Goyong becomes a little bitch. So many times in episode 5 and 6, I was so annoyed with how Go-young treated Gyu-ho. Like, Gyu-ho is filled with so much kindness. He's so kind. He's so caring. He's so understanding. He's so patient. And then Go-young just treats him so badly, and it pisses me off so much, especially the scene with the cafe where Gyu-ho was just so excited to see him, even though they see each other every day. And what's his name again? Go-young just starts acting like a little bitch. He just started acting grumpy, and I was so annoyed because Gyu-ho was so patient with him. Why are you treating Gyu-ho like that? Like, Go-young, bro, if you don't want him, just give him to me. I'll take him. He's literally so perfect, and you treat him like shit. So annoying. Anyway, the Bangkok trip. Man, they're so cute together. I think about everything that, the things, their scenes, the Bangkok trip. Hey, there's one thing I don't understand about the Bangkok trip, because there was a scene, the rain scene where they laid on the ground, and further on, like episode 8, I think, they have another scene like that, but it happened differently. The chickens are too loud. I'm gonna shut up for a little bit. Girl, every time I pause, I just forget what I was talking. I'm not allowed to talk in here. What the? My attention span is this tiny. I can't remember what I was saying. Anyway, I was going to talk about the airport scene because I just thinking about the airport scene breaks my heart, because it was very obvious that they wanted to be together. They know what they want. Gyu-ho wants to be with Go-young, and Go-young wants to be with Gyu-ho, but it just, the part where Gyu-ho just threw the burger, just it was so funny because I felt I understood. It at least for me, that the way I understood it is that it was so there was so much frustration because they both know what they wanted and they wanted to be together, but somehow it felt like none of them were making the choice to stay with each other. That's why that's how I understood the frustration when he threw the burger and just like left, because it did. To me it felt like Gyu-ho wanted Go-young to stop him from leaving, and like I imagined that scene in my head, that when Gyu-ho left, Go-young chased after him and like, and then they looked at each other and then they just I don't know, just Go-young just ends up saying, let's not break up. Let's not break up. And then Gyu-ho ends up saying, we'll find a way. We'll figure this out. And then Go-young just says, yes, we will. And then they kiss, and then they hug, and then Go-young, goes to Beijing, Shanghai, China. They still end up connected. This is something also that I wonder, why did they have to break up? Couldn't they just be together, be in a long distance relationship? Y'all didn't have to break up. You two are perfect for each other, but unfortunately it didn't end up that way. And it was just this show has so much weight. It's so heavy, bro. But episodes 5 and 6 were really good. Really, really good. I think it's just that, why did it have to end? Moving on to episode 7 and 8, which was the 7 and 8 were pretty underwhelming for me, because I didn't know that Habibi was going to be a legit character. I thought he was going to be he would just have like one scene and just, be done. But he actually was the 7 and 8, the episode 7 and 8. But he ended up feeling like a rebound character, even though I think it's been a year since they broke up with Gyu-ho. But he ended up feeling like a rebound character, and I just could not connect with him, which makes sense because Habibi did have a family. So I think he was more mature. So it kind of makes more sense that it was kind of 7 and 8 were kind of boring. unless they go to a flashback with Gyuho. But I don't have much to say about Habibi. He was so uninteresting because I didn't expect that he was going to be a legit character because I didn't watch the promotions for the show. But episode 7 and 8 just ended up being flashbacks of Koo-young and Gyuho, which just made me very sad. Because you didn't have to break up, bro. I was so sad because 7 and 8 felt a bit underwhelming because it felt like the show just started with episode 5. Episode 1 to 4 felt like introductions before the show starts, and the show starts at episode 5, so it's just 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then 7 and 8 ended up feeling a bit uneventful. Yeah, I would say a bit boring, which would have made sense if the show was longer than 8 episodes, but to end it at that felt kind of underwhelming for me. And at the same time, I'm still so heartbroken that they didn't got back together, especially because they were hinting that somehow Gyuho would come back, would have a comeback when they were at the bar and Gyuho was telling the bartender to give Koo-young a drink, you know. They were hinting that he was gonna come back, but how was he going to come back when the show ends? The show's already done. So the ending of the show felt very underwhelming because it felt incomplete. I don't know if it was their way trying to lead to season 2, but at the same time, I don't know what would be season 2. What would they put in season 2? Surely they're not gonna, like, I don't know. I want a season 2, but at the same time, I don't know what they're going to put on season 2. Yeah. I'm just so glad that I got to talk about this. Because I really feel like I'm going to die if I don't talk about this show. I finished this show today and I don't know how long it's going to take me to move on. Because Gyuho and Koo-young are just so perfect for each other. But Gyuho would be perfect for me as well. I want one. Y'all have to stop lying if you're going to say that you don't want someone like Gyuho. Stop lying to yourself. He's so kind. He's so understanding. He's perfect. He makes me cry. Thinking about him, like the character, makes me so emotional because they made him just really, really flawless. No flaw. A character with no flaw. I don't know why you would do that. That's it. I think I'm done talking. I'm so emotional because of this show. I need to shut up. Listen, I remember there was something that I still want to talk. I'm never gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna keep going, bro. But I just wanted to talk about how I feel like Semi should have had a reappearance in the further episodes. She did appear in episode 5, I think, but it was so teeny tiny short moment that I don't even know why they put her on that episode because it was so short. But it felt like she should have had more appearance in the show, especially I think when we come back to this moment. I forgot to talk about this. I was so sad. It was in episode 4 when after Yunso, the little bitch, broke up with him, and Koo-young had a scene where he went home and it was a one take scene and it was a non-moving scene, and when he kept taking those pills, I was so sad. I was so sad for him, and it's like he wasn't even raging or mad. It was just, it just seemed like he just seemed so defeated. It makes me so sad. Especially with all the things that he has to deal with in his life. Stupid Kylie, bro. Dumbass Kylie. She makes me mad too. Kylie ruined everything. Kylie was the one that ruined everything. Dear Kylie, I have a song for you. You ruined everything, you stupid bitch. You ruined everything, you stupid bitch. I hate her. I don't know if Kylie's a her, but I hate her. Yeah, I think Semi should have had appeared in the hospital scene, which I was wondering why she didn't appear there. I thought, maybe it was a good time for her to appear in hospital and get introduced. I don't even know if I don't think she got introduced with a princess friends, which I think would have been a good opportunity to unite them. And also, I would have wanted Semi to be in the last scene and the rooftop scene. I think she should have been there. The princess and Semi should have been friends. They should have been friends with each other because they have a common link. But that didn't happen. I don't know why they didn't think that was a good idea. But I wish that was how it happened, but it didn't. I think that's all. Maybe I need to shut up. I'm trying to scan my brain and maybe I'm still forgetting something. Because I won't be able to sleep in peace if I forget something. Yeah, I think that's all. Go watch Love in the Big City if you didn't watch it. You already know so much spoilers at this point. I don't know why you're still here. I don't know why I'm telling you to watch the show because you probably already did. If you're here, you probably already did watch it. But if you're here and you didn't watch it, why are you I really like this show. So much so that I actually want to talk about it. I like it that much. I wish it was longer. 8 episodes were too short. And I do hope there is this season 2 because the show kind of felt incomplete. Period.